The Roman whip had little lead dumbbells at the end, and those dumbbells would grip onto the side of the man being whipped, and then when they pulled it out, it would shred the flesh along the man's neck or back, whatever was getting whipped. There was a guy to the right of Jesus and a guy to the left of Jesus. They are whipping away, and he is losing major blood. This blood loss is going to explain why Jesus died so quickly. We can see that there is a slope to the man's right shoulder, 11 degrees downward, meaning his shoulder was dislocated. We can see in the middle of that slope shoulder a very large contusion there. You can also see on the man's knees that there are scrapes. It looks like the man, obviously, he's carrying a very heavy blunt object on his shoulder. He somehow trips. He smashes his knees onto the ground. This heavy object goes up in the air. Blam! It smashes his shoulder, dislocating his shoulder, causing the contusion in the middle. Then his head just snaps to the left and pulls his right eye into the right eye orbit. That's exactly what we see on the shroud. This also explains the Romans didn't get Simon of Cyrene because they felt sorry for Jesus. The basic thing is they want to torment him as much as possible, but Jesus couldn't do the job. He's going to be partially paralyzed on his right side, so there's just no way he's going to be able to carry that cross any further. Then you look at the piercing in the hand. We only can see the exit wound on the right hand. The likely scenario is that the nail is put right in here at the lower part of the palm, and there's a little channel that goes down here, and the nail follows this track and comes right out there, exactly at the angle of the exit wound in the man's hand. The amount of pain, because there's a complex of nerves. So when you're hanging there, your diaphragm is fully distended. You're not going to be able to breathe. You got to pull yourself up.
Ripping against your own flesh.
Ripping against your flesh. And by the way, this guy was not nailed to a little ledge on the cross. His foot is literally nailed to the wood of the cross. A man in that shroud definitely was crucified with a crown of thorns. And not only that, the thorn that was used in the crown is called a Syrian Christ thorn, a very long curved thorn that embeds itself, penetrates into the nerve in the skull and flesh. Terribly painful. The body that lay in that tomb was crucified in exactly the way described in the gospel narrative. No question in my mind.
This kind of evidence gets your gears turning. Pin it to your board so you don't miss what I dig up next.